What's happening? Wait, let me get the link for this. Wait a second.
Oh yeah, let me get the link going out.
Oh wait.
Yup, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it's up.
So niggas can just join at any time. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, they can like talk in the chat and shit.
That's fire.
Yeah, fire. Wait, can I show chat? Oh yeah. Alright, sick.
So to see the chat, is it private chat? Oh, I see a Buckshot Brian. Ooh, what's good, my boy?
Oh yeah, what's up? We're in this motherfucker. Thank you guys for pulling up. This is Talking the URL episode. What is it? Episode 6. Yeah. This is an episode.
This is an episode. This is. Don't be fooled.
Don't be fooled at all. This is an episode. You know what I mean? But this is a special episode.
It is. It is very important.
There's a legend here. You know what I mean? I'm greeted here by my glorious co-host, legendary young man, Julius Ogunshula, the goat, the god, the man, the god, the legend. You know.
Working with this guy, man, Sachi, Chris. I love it. Love the guy. And I love our guests. As well.
The guests are amazing. But you know who is just as amazing as our guests, if not even more amazing?
Who?
Our guest, Mark Sabino. Mark Sabino.
Yeah.
The legend, the god. He is here. He's here to, you know what I mean? This is what's going on. You're finally here. Right. Main URLian.
The E-Streets have been asking for this.
They have. So introduce yourself to the URLians if they don't know already. So give them a little backstory.
If you're unaware, I'm Mark Sabino, aka Mark's Not Nice, and I'm mainly a jeweler on the internet, but I make a lot of other stuff too.
So you make a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, I'm a man of many lanes.
Many lanes. Oh, this is gonna be a funny interview. All right, so this is an interview. It's a conversation. You know what I mean? But so you say you got many lanes. Fuck all that. What was your first gamer tag? What was your first gamer tag?
Gotta know.
My first gamer tag. I think my first gamer tag was, honestly, I can't remember the original one because I think I just used the one that came with the Xbox. But the first one I paid to change it to was in middle school. A bunch of kids were in a clan, and it was all caps legit, and then different types of bags. So there was mail bag, tote bag. I don't even remember all the rest of them, but I was hockey bag because I played hockey.
You play hockey?
Legit hockey bag.
Wait, so you played hockey?
Yeah, I played for like 10 years.
Whoa!
Honestly, probably maybe more. I don't know.
Almost a decade of hockey, bro. How was that?
Let me ask you a question. I pulled up on you right now and I say, yo, pull up some Mark Sabino hockey highlights. You wouldn't even question.
Oh, wow.
You wouldn't question. You would think that's a legend. You would think that's a legend. Facts. Oh, Mark Sabino? Don't he play for the Toronto? Yes. Okay, so you play hockey. Yeah, that's 10 years.
Yeah,
that's long ass time.
It was really funny because I remember it was I don't know, it was a whole thing because originally, I don't know, all my friends were into football and shit. And I remember telling my mom, I'm like, oh, my friends are into football, blah, blah. And she just was like, you are not fucking playing football.
Yeah, CTE.
Yeah, no, literally.
Can't blame her.
Can't do that. And so I'm like, all right. I was also really into hockey because I think like my kindergarten teacher was really into it, and I just like found out about it through that. And I was like, can I play hockey, whatever? Because I think I grew up in Hackensack originally, Hackensack, New Jersey, and there's an ice rink pretty close to there. So I just like I took skating lessons one day and then slowly got into it.
That's fire, bro. Would you say hockey is more dangerous than football now looking back on it?
Honestly, probably not, because like I was actually just thinking about this when I was watching the Super Bowl. Is like is when you're playing hockey, like there just the way the game goes, you don't have to get hit. Like you could just like, maneuver around or whatever and just work with the stick. But like in every single play of football, there's at least
contact.
Even if the play is like so weird that no one touches each other, there's guaranteed at least one big ass hit to end the play. So like, I don't know. I think it was like slightly safer, but I also very much did get a concussion in high school from it. So, so we'll see.
So like, other than fucking Mighty Ducks, what was your favorite, like, sports, like, stupid sports movie from a kid? You know what I mean? Like, what were you into?
Real shit. I mean, besides the obvious ones like fucking Space Jam and low key fucking Like Mike, all time classic.
Of course.
But
Like Mike,
bro. If you want to start crying at a movie you didn't think you would, that
try Air Bud too. Air Bud 2, definitely.
Okay. Let's
Kurt
talk about
Russell movie Miracle about the 1980 Olympic hockey team. Banger.
What was up with Air Bud though?
Bro was a dog that could shoot hoops, nigga.
No, but look, let's think about the world. Imagine, bro, you chilling, you've been grinding your whole season, you've been getting good grades to stay on the team, you've been going hard, and then a fucking golden retriever pulls up.
And bro, would you not be in awe, bro? I wouldn't be mad, bro. I would just be like, yo, dude, like, shit. He's just hooping, right? He's just hooping.
If I lost my like seventh man position on like a men's league basketball team to a dog, you can't even be mad at it. You just have to say ball don't lie. Like if he's got a better shooting percentage than me, like clearly there's something I need to work on.
Facts, bro.
That shit is crazy. Like, I find those movies to be so wild because, like, in terms of what they're offering, like, it's just like a random escape to like this alternate universe where the normal is not normal. Like, bro, bro, everybody in the town was cool with it. Like, bro, bro. Then the nigga go to the motherfucking football game and get sacked by a damn person, bro. The dog got sacked by a person, nigga got hurt. Everybody like, oh, like.
No, what's crazy about Air Bud is the fact that there are villains in the movie. Like in a movie about a dog playing basketball, there are antagonists. Yeah, they're like, you know what? Fuck that basketball playing golden retriever.
Dog, bro.
Air Bud, and it's like, like the funniest thing about it is that like the second Air Bud, right? The way that
there was a second one.
Was there a second one?
There was a third one.
All of those movies had multiple movies, but Sandlot even had multiple movies. You know,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, no, Sandlot 2 kind of it's pretty side. You know what I mean? But no, like definitely the fucking wait, what were we just talking about? What was the name of that shit again?
Air Bud having villains.
Air Bud, right? The second Air Bud, the way this shit start, the nigga out there playing basketball with Air Bud, and then like I think like he throws a football or some shit, and Air Bud catches it, and he's like, oh.
Going to the NFL, baby.
He's like, yo, let's get him to the team. They put him to the team, and they're like, oh, bet. All right, like, let's get it. Like,
they're like, all right, not only can this dog play basketball, but he's also a Bo Jackson style 2-sport athlete, and he's elite at both of them.
Yo, he can do all the sports, yo. I swear to God, they made like 5 movies about the nigga, bro. He probably covered all sports.
Bro, the Airbud 30 for 30, bro. Woo!
The Airbud 30 for 30. Yeah.
Dude, that's like the Airbud 30 for 30 would probably be like a 10-part series. In terms of
the Magic versus Bird shit.
The way the dog impacted his world,
changed the game forever.
Michael Phelps is not talked about when you talk about the greatest athlete of all time.
He's not.
No, they say Bud.
This nigga got the ultimate advantage. He don't gotta go to school. All he think about is score. But dog.
You don't gotta pay him nothing, bro. What salary? No salary. It's the perfect player.
No, that's gonna be the 30 for 30 is like the malicious contracts.
Airbud was underpaid.
Yo, bro, there was like, you didn't know where Airbud went after the game.
They gave Airbud a $25 Petco gift card as a signing bonus.
Oh my God. They gypped him. They said, we'll just give you free pets for life.
Imagine they had the dog barking with the lawyer and his Airbud.
Your Honor, my defendant here is a dog.
Airbud didn't talk, right?
No. Airbud
that would be
just
too
move.
much.
Just move. But it's like, I feel like people understood. Like, yo, this is the craziest thing about Airbud, right? Obviously, Airbud played basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Airbud was getting dead at. This nigga was a wide receiver. He was running routes. Yeah. Like, bro, like yo, nigga was in the huddle looking like at the fucking play.
Bro.
We need the specs on Airbud's 40 time.
Yeah, dog. So, that brings me to the question: have you ever had a dog?
No, actually, never had a pet.
Dude,
wow.
Yeah.
Damn, you never had a pet? Crazy.
Never had a pet. I only had a fish.
That's a different type of only child. Except I have a brother.
You monsters.
It's like, yo, like the pets are like, for me, my mom, like, okay, like when I was younger, we lived in an apartment and I don't think we could have pets. So my mom was just like, yeah, you can't have a pet. And then like, I guess like all my life, I was just like, word. Like recently though, like before dogs used to like give me anxiety. Like they would jump, I'd be like, oh my God. Like, but now like, I mean, we got a baby.
I like that. They're just fur babies, bro. It's the greatest thing.
Yeah,
bro. I like labs.
The shit for me was like whenever I would say like to my mom or something, I'm like, oh, I want a dog. She would always be like, all right, yeah, but like, you know, you have to take it for walks when it's snowing and like -2 degrees outside, and you got to take care of it when it shits in the middle of the house. And I'm just like, all right, maybe just like put a hold on all that.
Ain't it our dog?
Yeah. I'm like, all right, if I got to take care of the upkeep, I'm not a dog maintenance guy.
Yeah, he's Oh, go ahead.
No, I did have a cat though a few years ago when I was living with a few people. That was, dude, I fuck with cats. They're so like autonomous and they're just gonna do their own thing.
Are you a cat or a dog?
Am I what?
Are you a cat or a dog?
I'd say definitely cat. Like just going off the strength of personality alone, it's gotta be a cat.
Yeah, I'm yeah. Julius, what are you?
I'm a dog, bro. You know I'm a dog, man.
Woo woo. Yo, bro. I'm definitely a dog in the sense like I don't know, like I just be wanting love. I'll be like, I just want to pat on the head and good, like, okay, right.
See, I think that's why I fuck with cats is because like like 80% of your day spent with a cat is spent in separate rooms, but then that little 20% is just like the most fire bonding, like
Yeah, it's like, yo,
the craziest connection with this cat.
The cat, like, yo, thank you for everything. The house,
cats,
food.
yeah, no, cats do human shit. Like like I've had the cat like just knock on my door. Well, it would like scratch on my door until I opened it, and then it would just come in and fucking hang out for like 10 minutes and then just dip. I'm like, all right, that was a solid hang.
That's insane.
Bro, seeing animals do human things is so like weird, bro. It makes you feel like you're not a human being when you see it. It's so odd.
You're like, what
it really gets me thinking about like evolution and shit. Because you know, sometimes you'll see like a dog like make a facial expression or something, and you're like, yo, how did we get the lucky break and like dogs didn't?
Yo, like I be thinking about it. Think about some dogs, right? They wake up, eat, run around, woof, eat, sleep, turn up, do it again. Like that shit is like a phenomenal life.
Facts.
Like, and you're the source of someone's happiness.
Every day.
Yeah, they got it all figured out.
You niggas got it figured out, bro. For real. Like, okay. What animal were you scared of the most?
Growing up, fuck, yo,
this is one.
probably spiders. It might be spiders, or I was really freaked out by basically, I don't know, anything similar to a spider. Like I fucking hated crawling bugs and like scorpions and shit like that. Like it was, I don't know, I was never freaked out by snakes. I was never freaked out by, like, I love bats. I was never freaked out by any of that shit. Like bears, fine. Wolves, fine. Fucking spiders, I just can't deal with it. I don't know why. I think it's because, like, you know, when you're a kid and you're reading like fucking National Geographic or whatever books, the first time you read about like a black widow or a brown recluse or something, I'm like, yo, why aren't more people talking about this?
Yo, like when you see the picture of it in the book and it's big as hell on the page,
the close up of his face, yo, I can't do that shit.
I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, this is crazy.
That shit freaks me out. As much as I had my goth phase, I could never get into spider shit. It was always like snakes and daggers and bats and shit.
Yeah, they're like, that shit is, I don't know, bro. I think I'm arachnophobia. I got that shit. Definitely. Julius, what was yours?
I would probably say rats, bro. Like insects, not so much. But like a rat, I used to be afraid of getting like, I don't know, like AIDS or something, bro. Real talk. Like a rat would bite me and I would just be dead, bro. Terrifying.
I feel you.
No, like rats are crazy too, because like no one really teaches you to hate rats. Like you see a rat, like it's fuck, like everyone from kid to adult is like, oh, what the fuck is that? Like they just move a certain way.
Who is this, bro? Like,
it's like they be like I don't know. It's something about like how they're furry, but they're small, but they have like blood and all that shit. And it's like it's like a small animal, but it's like
and they move like skittish or whatever. Yo, did you ever have a kid in your school who had a pet rat?
No, probably. I think so.
I can't remember exactly, but I think I knew someone who had a pet rat, and I was like, don't ever fucking bring that around me. I'm like, I get that, like, that's your thing, and like, I know you can like talk to it in like the baby voice all you want, but that shit's fucking disgusting, dude. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. No rat pets, please.
No, I'm never one for keeping vermin as a fucking like cuddly little animal.
Like bro, hamsters, gerbils. What's the point, bro? They only live for like 4 years.
The closest I can come to that, I fuck with chinchillas. Chinchillas are cool, but that's like
are cool.
Closer to an actual like I don't know. A chinchilla is like a real life Pokemon or some shit. Like, there's no way that's a real thing.
Yeah, like that shit not real.
Chinchillas.
Sometimes
That's a fire name, bro.
Who named that?
Chinchilla.
Chinchilla. That's crazy,
My
bro.
niece was 4 when she felt chinchilla.
Yes. So, music. It's been a big part of your life.
Yeah, definitely.
I see the Magical piano. I see the background of the uncut. Is that the Uncut Gems poster back?
It's the diamond grading chart that they did as like merch or whatever. And I've gone on record on saying I'm the only person who bought this poster that actually uses it.
Well, I know. We're not fakes.
Not fake at all.
Nah.
So, with the music, are you a vinyl collector?
Kind of. I mean, I don't say yes because like I really only have 3. Mostly because I don't have a record player, but like I'm definitely into vinyl just as I don't know, as these kind of tokens, like these physical collectible things of an album versus like a CD or even a tape or something. Like I think it's because I always loved album art, and since it's like the most high quality, or like most of the time if it's a good cover, it's going to be like the most high res version of that album art you can get. So it's just like this little composition of the album art that you can like keep around or whatever.
My boy. Breaking news. 4 guests in the building.
Yeah.
We got a legend also joining us. It's the boy Lamzy. Introduce yourself.
It's live, man. Jeez. What can I even say, man? I'm blessed, man. What can I even say? I go here, man. Here. I go here. I'm proud to be here interviewing a very special artist. I'm here talking from the URL. Here with Mark. Here with Chris. Here with my fellow Nigerian demon, Julius.
Vibes.
We're here, man.
Yes. It's a very URL affair. May I say the URLians are all, we're here. I don't know where Jack is. Jack is being a URLian, IRLian. You know what I mean? But what were we talking about? We were talking about the fucking
music.
Vinyls.
Yeah, the collectible aspect of it versus like, just like
Yeah,
like
I just think it's cool. Like, I mean, it's pretty obvious by the music stuff I make that I'm just really into. Like, I don't know. I like when people aren't afraid to wear their interests on their sleeve, like literally, but also just like, I don't know. I always like when I can tell someone is genuinely geeking out about something. And like they're really into that, and like with music, it's like the easiest way to do that because fucking everyone listens to music. Everyone has a favorite album, and like there's all different reasons as to why what person likes what song or album or artist or anything, and like it's just so deeply personal, but also like something that everyone shares at the same time. That like it's just, I don't know. I think the connection people have with music is just different compared to any other like artistic medium.
Yeah, because it's
I agree fully, bro. It's just like music is. I don't know, like you can see art, you can feel it, but music is like, bro, hearing it and that sound just pierces your ears, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, like I don't know. There's times when I'll just feel like music has the highest ceiling. Like, sometimes you'll just be listening to a song and you just have to pause it. You're like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
bro,
how did they do this?
Yeah. Because it's like,
it's great.
It evokes a different feeling, like sound and vibration and all that shit. Like, it's different than a visual, you know, like you're just looking at a piece of art or you're watching something like
reading a book. You get to fill in the gaps. You get to build the imagination. Like, you know, like you get to make the visuals, you know, you get to decide whether it's your own life, whether you're walking down the street and that can apply to you in the moment, or whether you can like build like a fantasy, a dreamscape where it's like that's the soundtrack, you know. You get to transport to the world and it gets to apply to your world too.
Yeah, that shit is amazing. I love that part about books, like growing up, like that's why I hate, like, I don't know, I feel like certain books shouldn't get the movie. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, some
like,
books should just stay books.
Yeah, just leave that shit to book. It's like there's certain ones that
there's only a few good book movies, honestly.
that's like Blade Runner, Fight Club,
Shawshank, The Shining.
The Mockingbird movie was fire. Was Sidney Poitier.
Was 12 Years a Slave a book?
Yeah.
It was a memoir.
Oh, fucking American Psycho.
But that shit changes.
But it's like, bro, this is like we're naming a lot right now, but we're going across like decades. Like,
yeah. And also, chances are there's only a few cases where people knew about the book before the movie.
Yeah. Like,
dude, I'll be honest, I did not know American Psycho was a book.
Yeah, bro. I didn't know it was a book.
Apparently, the author is a misogynist. It's funny. It's funny because the film was directed by a woman, and you see how the differences and how the story is told. It's really
shout out that fucking maniac Christian Bale one time.
Bro, that nigga was
a legend.
Bro, he had a crazy crib. Like, his crib was nuts.
Oh yeah.
Like, need that crib, bro.
That was what inspired the Love Lockdown video. The Hey Paul scene where it's like everything is.
Oh yeah, yo, and the Yeezus teaser with Scott Disick, recreating the Huey Lewis scene.
Yeah, that was real. That was crazy. That was the perfect person to do it, though. The Lord, brought the Lord to come in and like,
yeah.
That's
actually funny as fuck because like he really is a perfect Jared Leto replacement.
He is literally like if he didn't live the life he lived, he could be a Jared Leto like party. Like if you need Jared Leto, identical Jared Leto come and do something. Yeah.
Jared Leto impersonator.
Yeah, it's mad. Thank God for physical art, though. Thank God for covers and all that type of shit. Because, like, there's so much stuff out there, and that's a good way to pick something. That's a good way to decide, oh, maybe this might be interesting. Maybe this might be so good to me. That's why graphic design and visuals and marketing, all that stuff is just too important, you know. You can't...
Jack, I love you.
Packaging is everything. Like, people go to the record stores and they don't know what the album sounds like. They just know what the cover looks like, and it could be anything.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, I've been drawn into albums just off the strength of the cover before. Like,
what
would
you say was the biggest example that, like, when that happened, when you saw the cover, you're just like, oh, I need to listen to the album?
I think it was... Damn, I think it might have been the first time I saw... Honestly, it might have been Graduation. Like, because I just saw that and it was so eye-catching. And, like, I had heard, I think, like, Gold Digger and Touch the Sky on the radio and shit. And I think Stronger was already a single. But I, like, I hadn't listened to, like, a full Kanye album at the time. Then I saw that. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I just, like, got it off strictly because I'm like, this artwork is insane. Like, I have to listen to what the rest of this sounds like. Because then, you know, like, even, like, music videos play a big part of it. But just going off of strictly album art, I think Graduation was up there. Cosmogramma by Flying Lotus. I think that was the first album from him I listened to, just based off the album art. Yeah, like what's it called? Like a spirograph or something.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, this is fucking nuts. Like, this just looks so cool.
Yeah, I like. Man, he made some crazy fucking albums, bro. Like seeing him live was really, really, really like fulfilling.
Who, Flylo?
Yeah.
Fuck. Was that the Brooklyn show or?
Yeah, at Avant Gardner.
Dude, I missed out on that one. I think I was supposed to try and go to that one, but like some other shit came up instead. Was that like the day before Halloween or something?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Man. Yeah, that's the one then. Hate to see it.
Bro, you know who came out at that show?
Lilo?
Yeah, bro. Thundercat and Chris Rock, bro.
Chris Rock? Yo, that's hard.
And Chris Rock was fucking, bro, but Chris Rock was singing Nobody Moves, Hands Flat on the Floor.
No,
like,
yo,
bro,
what?
Yes, bro.
That's crazy. Dude, shout out to Chris Rock one time.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like, whatever that article he put out, I forget what the magazine was, but he put out that like really candid article a few months ago. Like, I don't know that many people who are like as established as him that would do some shit like that.
Yeah, not many people, man. I probably indulge on raps too, honestly.
Yeah.
He indulged on a lot, bro. Like, that nigga's a legend though, bro.
No, shout out to Chris Rock. New York legend.
Chris Rock. But yeah, speaking of Chris Rock, Everybody Hates Chris. When did that show come out? Like 2006?
Long ass time ago,
think
bro.
So.
Long ass time ago, bro.
Yeah, probably like 05, 06.
05, 06. 06. What's your playlist? You got 5 artists right now that you're putting in a playlist. Who are they?
Wait, what?
Damn.
From 2006?
It's 06 right now. Mark Sabino is
Ooh. I'm making a playlist. All right. I gotta think. 06. Off.
It's Tia era.
No, this is. I mean, off top, probably definitely around that time. Damn, low key in 2006, maybe My Chemical Romance.
Woo. Woo.
Maybe. Fuck, in 06. I would say Kanye might be on there. Because I mean, realistically, like I had songs from him on his iPod, but I don't think I listened to College Dropout or Late Registration in full until like much later on.
Yeah.
Yo, low key, fucking 50 Cent probably still around by 2006.
Oh, definitely. Definitely 50. Okay.
6. Wayne.
Oh yes.
That's 4. I don't know. I probably some pop shit at the time too. So low-key Justin Timberlake probably. Because that was Future Sex Love Sounds in 06, right?
Yo. What an album.
The world isn't ready for that discussion.
We can talk about that.
Look,
we can talk about
let's get into it. That nigga was going crazy on that shit, bro. Wait a second.
It was supposed to be a Michael Jackson album.
Yeah.
Gave it to Justin Timberlake. Instant classic.
Wait. Future Sex Love Sounds supposed to be a Michael Jackson album? Or just
No, Justified.
We're talking about Future Sex Love Sounds.
Oh, Future Sex Love Sounds. Honestly, looking back.
This shit a bank. Stop.
Come on. I'll listen to songs off,
bro.
Bro. You ain't gonna tell me right now riding in the drop top with the top down, so you switching lanes.
No. All you need is what goes around comes around. That's a magnum opus of the song.
No, for real, you really need is cause if you love us all
but at the same time, bro, it ain't no rock your body, bro.
Bro, when that song would come on like the fucking R&B station, bro, and Beyonce's verse on that shit, oh my god, they were going crazy. But the
first time I heard the beat switch on What Goes Around Comes Around on the radio, I was like, yo, songs can do this? Like,
no. Got the
Imma was just making noise on some of those songs.
Timbaland is a genius, bro.
He really is. Yo, actually, it's funny. I rewatched that clip from the Black Album documentary the other day of Timbaland and Jay-Z in the studio, and he's got a big ass jug of juice in his head. He's like eating a banana.
Yeah.
Here, hold on. So if we know the clip I'm referencing, and you have this in mind, why did he wait 4 songs in to show him "Dirt Off Your Shoulder"? Like, he played some garbage before that.
Bro, he was trying to test the water. He was trying to test the water.
Like, this is the thing, bro.
Come on, dude.
Artists be stuck in their head. So he thought that he was playing him the fire shit. He was really playing him the garbage shit. But then when he played him that shit, he was like, oh.
It really the first 3 really sounded like the fucking like LeBron in Studio with 2 Chainz clip.
Yeah. He was like, yo, he played that shit. That nigga was going crazy, bro. Actually, like, I would love to watch that.
It's a great one. Because it's so funny, because you can see on Jay's face, it's like, he's
Lamzy.
like humoring him. And so you go from like fucking whatever that was to like, oh yeah, also I have this one. Let me know if you like this one.
Yo, bro, I know, like, imagine being Ye and you're just giving like your idol like beats and he's just loving them. He's going nuts.
No. Imagine you're Ye and Jay-Z turns down the Last Call instrumental. How the fuck? Who does that?
Imagine you're Ye and Rockefeller is splitting apart, and then you realize and find out that Jay didn't pick you, and and Dame saved you, and like, bro, like Kanye and Jay have a very interesting relationship. Big Brother is a mouthful of a song. You know?
It's a little. It like as the years go by, it gets sadder and sadder. Low key.
Idol in my eye, God of the game, heart of the city, Rockefeller thing, bro.
What did he say? He's like, Jay-Z said you could buy tickets to his Madison Square Garden show, bro. After he said that, I was like, yo, Jay-Z's like, an asshole. Oh my god,
we're gonna be there, but not only did I not get a chance to kick it, I mean, Godly's on. I can buy 2 tickets.
You can buy 2 tickets, dude. What a dick! Like, bro, imagine someone is performing the song you gave them the instrumental to, and you gotta pay to see it, and that's Big Brother.
Jay-Z is a very interesting man. He plays a game of chess that I feel like sometimes Jay likes to limit artists until he can't anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like with J. Cole, you know, like even with Drake. Drake's never had a verse on a Jay-Z album. He's only had a hook.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Certain artists, and it's not even just Drake. Kendrick never had one. J. Cole never had one. He had one on Star Is Born. But like that was baby Simba J. Cole at that point. He was still like he couldn't body like Jay yet. Like Jay pulled up on Nice Watch and smacked the shit out of J. Cole for real. Like he does this. Ye ain't had no verse either. Like
dude, the
only niggas on his album was Damon Marley and Frank Ocean.
And his mom.
Oh
wait, no. Beyonce was on it, right?
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
That's probably the best song for real, in my opinion.
The Beyonce one?
That shit is
cool. That's a really crazy chunk. Who did that beat? Was it Just Blaze?
No
Oh,
ID.
no ID.
No ID. Damn.
Yeah, he did the
that's
whole
hard.
shit, bro.
I fuck with I think 444. Like the title track is probably the best off there.
Yeah, that song is incredible.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's the one that the beat. Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Yeah. He said, "You did that for Blue."
No, bro, the intro of that shit is so funny, bro.
Yeah, kill Jay-Z.
The story he tried to spin with that is so funny because he's like, I woke up at 4:44 a.m. and got to writing. I'm like, bro, when have you ever written?
What'd you call it? What'd you call it? That nigga said, kill Jay-Z. Like, bro,
fuck Jay-Z. Yo, he's so unintentionally funny, dude.
Fuck Jay-Z. No, Jay-Z's like awkward funny.
Yeah.
No, he is. He's like the same way. He would be if they made like a Curb Your Enthusiasm style show about just Jay-Z's everyday life, it would be drop dead hilarious.
Yeah, he wouldn't have to do anything.
You remember the video?
Bro, he made riding a bike look fucking hysterical. No, like not many have that power.
that dude is different. What were you saying, Lamzy?
You remember the video of him talking about his schedule? Where it was like, I wake up, I run a mile.
Bro, do we not realize that this nigga Hove was like, yo, I'm really fucking with the Basquiat paintings.
Bro, chill.
I'm fucking with the Basquiat paintings. I think I'm about to be Basquiat. And like he got the Basquiat. Like,
bro,
he has freeform
with no like prior anything, no prior references, no anything. He got on Picasso Baby with a straight face and said, "It ain't hard to tell I'm the new Jean-Michel."
Yes, bro.
Dude,
bro,
what?
And we had no warning from this because, dude, the most that we had was that Death of Auto-Tune Fro. That little Death of Auto-Tune Fro. You remember that one? That one. But it's just like, oh, go ahead.
Hold on. Sorry to digress, but we need to address the fact Jay-Z tried to kill Auto-Tune with a mediocre rap song. Like, dude,
it didn't work. It didn't work. It's so weird.
It came out a year after 808s and Heartbreak came out. Like, no, Auto-Tune is not dead because you said so, Jay-Z. He really said this ain't for iTunes and then sold that song on iTunes.
Like, Hov is just like, he's one of those dudes. He's like, he doesn't do what he's saying.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Oh, if we're talking about the best contradictory J lines, you gotta bring up I'm like Che Guevara with bling on him, complex.
Bro. Hov has some bars. Like, I think about him a lot sometimes, you know, like some of the things, like some of the words that he has said on tracks. Think about like the last verse of like Dead Presidents 2, right? He said, I do you one better and kill these niggas. Oh no. He said, I do you one better and kill these niggas faithfully. Murder is a tough thing to digest. It's a long process, and I ain't got nothing but time. My dad was crazy way. Before rap, I was crazy straight. Nigga, I'm still spending money for 88. Like, yo, Hov is different. That's why like doing bullshit, I'd be like, you know, like I'd be like, word, he made that song.
Dude, it's really complicated with Jay because like I grew up loving that man's music and everything he represented when I was a kid. He was like, you know, that was fucking Mr. New York. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, yo, this is like, that's the dude. I didn't think of like, I mean, I didn't grow up listening to like New York bands of the time. I didn't grow up to any of that. I was, yo, it's fucking Jay-Z. That's the dude who owns the Nets, allegedly. That's the dude that, like, you know, he's got the 40-40 club. He's married to Beyonce. Like, he's the fucking guy. But then, like, you know, as you grow up, you realize he's the human version of capitalism. And then you start to, like, pick apart
like
as a person.
Like, genes that start developing and like, yo, this is, like, when you see him and Beyonce, you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Y'all tricked.
Dude, Cam said it best. Why is the King of New York wearing chancletas with jeans on?
Bro. You know what?
What did he say? What? No, he's like, you're 47 years old.
Well, yeah.
You were born in 1963. You're supposed to be the king of New York.
That shit is crazy, bro.
He stopped the beat to say it.
He's crazy for that. But you know who the real king of New York is, though? We already know who it is. It's
New York.
Poppy. RX.
RX. Real RX.
Can we turn this to RX hours real quick? Let's talk about RX Poppy, because I think a lot of people
bitch like a URLian.
Walking this bitch like a URLian. Like, he's crazy, bro. There's this kid from my town, bro. This kid, bro. I've always been cool with him. His name is Josh. His artist name is Rasto Cooley. And like the kid got an RX feature. And it's nuts.
Got a Poppy feature?
Yeah, bro. He actually has like a ridiculous like the RX Poppy feature is crazy, bro. That nigga said, I'm walking this bitch like a WA. Fuck out the way.
Bro,
like he's special because like I forget who said it, but someone pointed out they're like everything coming out of New York right now is just either drill or Lil TJ, and then you have RX Poppy. It's so true, bro. He breaks genre.
Facts.
You know, the thing about RX Poppy that's so interesting is that his blending of storytelling with the flows, like the storytelling aspect of RX Poppy, like, bro.
So interesting. It's a whole world, bro.
It's a world, bro. Auntie. Auntie,
bro. His bitch, goddamn, his mama.
Yeah. She used to be better. She touched my club. Never give up. Bro, that nigga bro was able to start his fucking face.
No way you would say that, bro.
Bro, think about it. He called T.I. out and shit, and T.I. got cancelled like 3 weeks later.
Yo, this dude, he is prolific. He said this bitch told me to he said this bitch all gonna take out to eat. I took out my dick and said, bitch, eat. Bro, he is a like this dude. I don't know. Like for some, he gives off Lil B energy in the sense that it's like, yo, who is this guy? Like,
I think Lil B is a perfect example of it because, like, to someone who isn't tapped in and someone who wouldn't fuck with this type of music, there's no convincing someone to fuck with it if they don't immediately. And that's exactly how it was for Lil B, I feel like. Like, if you showed someone Wonton Soup or Ion Swag or some shit and they didn't immediately understand, like, there was no hope. It's not like a Lil B album cut is gonna change their mind or some shit.
Yeah, that's a Lil B deep cut.
Yeah. Bro, it's like, track 17 off Blue Flame is actually the one that's gonna get you to be a Lil B fan.
Crazy deep cuts. And that's the thing that reminds me of it, because like, bro, Lil B was putting out them tapes after tape after tape, and them shits had bank. They was just crazy, like. And bro,
legendary. Was it Pitchfork who wrote the article? It was two dudes who spent 24 hours listening to Lil B's entire discography front to back.
Yeah. He's like, bro, Lil B has some crazy deep cuts. Like, I'm telling y'all, if y'all Yee Dreams.
Yee Dreams.
Definitely, obviously, what you call what's the name? The Truth off of Trapped in Bass World. Fucking phenomenal. Like, what he said?
Rapper alive, dude.
He said the bitch told me lies. I thought I was a daddy. Like, bro,
Lil B is so fucking bittersweet because, like,
he is weird as fuck.
We gotta talk about his fall from grace if you gotta bring him up, because, like, bro, he was so important at one point, and then you just like, dog, all you had to do was just be not weird. Yeah.
Why are you the feet pics thing? It's like, it wouldn't even be as weird if it was just like a bunch of women that look grown as hell, you know what I mean? Like a bunch of grown ass women.
Yeah.
It's like, this nigga got a foot fetish, cool. But it's like a lot of them older than that. I'd be like, how old is she? Like,
and there was no real checking for proof of age or anything. This shit was weird.
And he
and
be,
like
the nigga be paying the people, bro. I know somebody got paid for for feet pics by Lil B, but I don't think he's asking for ages.
Yeah, no,
that's not cool.
That was the base god.
Last year I said the same thing, bro. It has to stop someday, please.
Yeah, dude, it's the fall from grace of the base god. As soon as he stopped, as soon as he said the curse, like all the curses are lifted, I knew we're in a totally new era of navigation.
Yo, those curses were actually insane.
Because now there's no proving that they weren't 1,000% real. Because KD never won a championship while he was cursed. Those are just facts.
Yeah, that's just fact. It's like, bro, the nigga made a song called "Fuck Kevin Durant," and then he came to fucking. Then he came. That basically was like everybody say it was Draymond that convinced, you know what I mean, KD to come.
Yeah.
But KD was like, "Oh, you said fuck Kevin Durant? I'm about to play for your team and win a ring, bitch."
He will be concentrated. He
put Lil B in a catch-22.
Bro, Lil B tried out for what you call it, bro, for the D League. For the D League.
Oh yeah, yeah. He tried. There's that footage of him trying out. That's so crazy.
The Austin timeline where Lil B that would be crazy.
Let me see.
Where were you the first time you heard Ginseng strip, or watched the video rather?
I was definitely in middle school.
Let's not even get started because I can go on forever. I've been on a lean binge. Jonathan is my. What can I say? Jonathan is my. What's it called? Jonathan is my Karl Marx, man. Jonathan is my
that
shit. That's so real. Oh my god.
I love Jonathan.
That's real as fuck. Dude, the first time I saw Ginseng strip, I think I was in a Walgreens parking lot. And I was watching it like on someone's iPod Touch or something. And I was like, no, like, because it was one of those ones, I'll admit it didn't click for me immediately. It happened the second listen. Because the first time I was like, all right, like, it's like someone doing a parody or whatever. But then I was like, no. I like really listened to what he was saying. And I'm like, this is fucking amazing.
I just remember watching it and I was like, wow.
Because he hit, people forget he hit crazy pockets on that song.
No,
when he
and
says,
it's
popping pills like zits while someone vomits on your mosquito tits. I'm like, hey, wait, that's actually really good.
I'm telling you, like, the thing about it is that it was more of the whole video and the aesthetic, right? He was the first person, one of the first people to really recognize, like, okay, the early 2000s is cool. Like, everybody was still in the early 2000s, so it was like, it wasn't far enough away from people to appreciate it, but now obviously you see Y2K is everything. If Young Lean came out now, he would literally be, like, obviously it's a paradox because he created this shit. But when the nigga popped off originally, I was like, I can't forget. I instantly got this shit. I was like, yo, this nigga, I was an emotional ass bitch. So I was like, yo, I was like, Sad Boys.
We came in the game with Sad Boys with the
Arizona's
lettering and everything.
Arizona's Pokemon N64. Nigga, what? Shit flames. Like, he was just tumbling.
I think my dumbest, hottest fashion take is if there was no Young Lean, there's no Balenciaga today.
That's true.
And you know what? Say it again.
If there was no Young Lean, there's no Balenciaga today. Because, and I'm not even like trying to be facetious or anything or obtuse or whatever the fuck. I swear to God, the way people looked at internet irony changed when Young Lean came out and people embraced him because like it was. I mean, I would say the modern equivalent is the way people are embracing Maddox right now, but like there was really nothing else like Young Lean at the time, and everyone was fucking Arizona's, Japanese kanji on clothing, fucking N64 graphics, like all this shit just came from a single video, and it led to this like butterfly effect where now everyone is so irony poisoned that, you know, shit like Balenciaga gets sent down the runways and people understand what the thesis statement of it is immediately.
Yeah, because it's just like, bro, it's like they didn't take themselves too seriously. Everything was just laid back, chill.
It's beautiful like, when you can kind of like look at something. When musicians or like people can do this thing where it's kind of like they make it, and it's kind of like anything, they make accessible things more special, just based on the fact that like you could go to any store and find an Arizona, but because of Young Lean, that Arizona was a bit more special than it was.
No, it's seriously genius.
It's embracing normality and like basically just like finding beauty in just like, you know, the most mundane things. Like they just like made that random regular shit something cool. Like, and yeah, that's kind of like Balenciaga's whole thesis for that.
Yeah, it's like it's normcore if you exploded it and like just took it to the absolute maximum of what's allowed to, like, you know, what's allowed to be considered like intentionally aesthetically pleasing or something. Because I mean, like, it really is fucking genius him co-opting Arizona of all things, because like all it takes is looking at it through that different context of like, oh wait, actually the art on the can is actually kind of sick, or like something like that, and then you'll never think about it the same way again.
Thanks.
Yeah, that shit is different. That shit is super different.
No, it's so like Lean's a legend.
Speaking of different though, you know what's crazy though? Lean is like Lean is basically just like our generation's heroin. Like for artists, like Lean.
Oh, Lean, the
drug,
the beverage, not the per. Okay, yeah.
Bro, I was so confused.
Facts.
Nah, it's cool.
It's just the same shit, different vehicle, I guess.
Bro, at least it's not whippets, bro. It could be worse. It could always be worse, bro.
Yeah, not as Thug and Gunna have their way.
Yeah.
Them niggas are crazy, bro. I don't understand why
with the whippet canister on his head is my what's the shit called? My sleep paralysis demon.
I'm so dead. He said the sleep paralysis demon.
Yeah, I wake up in the middle of the night to see Gunna balancing the canister on his head.
He probably looks like a little Buddha doll. He's like,
right in a panoramic.
Gunna's
Shout out to Wanna. You gotta kick the canister though.
Yeah, they really gotta kick the can.
No more whippets 2021. Again, clean.
Seriously. What was fuck? I think it was from it's from Workaholics, I think. Like one of them does whippets and he's like, yo, did we not all cry during that Steve-O documentary?
Yo, Workaholics is so funny. You remember like
Workaholics needs its place in the hall of like bro culture fame, right next to Superbad.
Bro culture, the good parts of bro culture is cool. Obviously, there's a lot of horrible, toxic parts of bro culture. Bro culture. But bro, sometimes that bro culture be hitting, bro.
Bro,
you're like, bro.
Yeah, dude. I mean, yo, come on.
Nothing is like when something good happens and you're with your bros and everybody's like, bro.
Bro, the concept of just like being with the boys.
Yeah. After we landed that shit I told you about earlier, I called my coworker. I got bro. It's so fun. Bro culture is crazy.
Bro
So like
was really powerful at a moment because I think I said some shit about this before, but like that was a whole genre of movie for a long time. Was just guys being dudes.
Step Brothers, bro.
The Hangover.
Step
Hangover.
Like Step Brothers, Hangover. Those movies, bro. It was like there was a time where there was like certain comedy movies that you just knew the whole movie.
Yeah, but it was still fun to watch.
Yeah.
Who was it? Someone pointed out that like before memes, all straight dudes had to communicate with each other were Hangover or Anchorman quotes.
Oh my god, bro. Hangover, bro. That fucking Step Brothers though. That was a different, bro. That movie, like some of those moments, like she's got a smile, nigga, all that shit, bro. I remember that one time she was like, "I want to roll you up into a little ball and put you inside my Bro,
no, I'll be honest, dude. I'm not really fucking with, or like I haven't fucked with Will Ferrell in a while. But growing up, there was not much else you could say about Step Brothers. Like that shit was so ubiquitous, fucking everywhere. Like
they had a rap song in it, bro.
Bro, oh my god.
Nah, Will Ferrell, definitely. Who was I talking to about this shit? I was talking about. I think was it Lamzy? Lamzy, was it you or was it like it was something? I was like, bro, you remember that meme where it's like where when it's a race war and Tony Hawk gotta go, and it's like a nigga crying. I was like, bro, who y'all top 5, bro? Like, definitely he in that motherfucking no questions.
Will Ferrell?
Yeah, bro. No, not I mean, no. Yeah, no. It wasn't Will Ferrell. It was what you call it? What's his name? No, was it Bill Murray? No, it wasn't the guy. He wasn't in the movie, but I forgot. Whoever they said it was like, yo, Bill Murray, Tony Hawk. I feel like if it was like 2007, Will Ferrell would be in there, dude. But nah, Jack Black.
No.
The conversation came together because we were like, bro, it would be so sad if like Jack Black or like Will Ferrell or something like got exposed on some like Me Too shit, and we can't like it would just be horrible if that happened.
Yeah,
and like, bro,
facts.
Jack Black, we can't lose Jack Black, bro.
Can we not? When's
honestly,
the last time Jack Black put out some like real deal heat?
That is true.
Bro, he been chilling though. He got a YouTube channel and shit.
Oh, that's right. No, actually, no. I take it back. Jack Black is actually very wholesome. I like having his career after his career.
Yeah, Tenacious D. He got the albums too. Like, bro, if something came out bad about him, we found out that he was a demon or some shit, bro, I'd be like, yo, they got him.
Like, no, not Nacho Libre.
No,
Nacho Libre.
Bro, Nacho Libre is a classic, bro. Like, Jack Black had classics on classics.
Yeah, Jack Black gave us Skadoosh. That's all I gotta ask for.
Skadoosh.
Yeah, Skadoosh. Listen, I gotta say, Skadoosh top 5 just like regular ass white dude ass expressions. Skadoosh is up there. Skadoosh.
No, okay, if you gotta go to top 5, gotta put bro. I mean, no, Sadu.
Yeah, what was that dude's name? Nick Coletti. Shout out.
Yo, that guy. No, he was a dude. You'd be like, step the fuck up, Tyler. Step the fuck up. That dude is hilarious.
Up, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like, dude, like, I'm just so sick and tired. Like, dude, coach is telling us to do this and you're not doing it, man. Like, low key.
Definitely up there.
Nick Coletti's white kid voice is type the ground. I won't say the ground, but it's type the skeleton of Drewski's frat guy.
Yo, that's crazy.
Like, it's the Beta Colorado. It is.
Dude, I was just gonna say, can you imagine how powerful the world would be if they were both in their prime together? There's like some Jordan versus LeBron shit.
No, Nick Coletti was out of control.
Dude, he owned Vine for a second.
Vine was different. Vine was.
I think TikTok got it beat though.
Yeah, it do. TikTok is in a whole bro. I'm telling you, I was not fucking with it. Now it's over. It's like, yo, that shit is just the shit, bro. Like everything is on this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like from what I've heard, like how good the algorithm is what's keeping me from being on it, honestly. Because like I'm really freaked out about like that much like laser precise data being mined about me. But I guess it doesn't really matter because like it's happening anywhere.
That's
I'd rather see good shit constantly. And you just take my data to see like just mid shit on my timeline. And
it's like it's just really they just doing something with it. Everybody else taking it too, but they just doing something with it crazy. Like them just putting it up in the shit that the professor from Powerpuff Girls put that shit in. Like I've never seen an algorithm so perfect. I get up on there and be like, yo, like what?
Yeah. I think it's gotta be because it's they don't have to deal with American regulations, right?
Yeah, they
that's
can
crazy.
do whatever.
They really tap into like anyone's in like as much information as they want.
They eat up. They don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's the motherfucking the digital era. At this point, we're sold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My information has been fucking compromised.
Bro, Google be telling me that shit all the time. I'll be like, fuck. Well,
what am I gonna do about it? I'm not about to change the 18 passwords.
That's what comes with being made in the URL.
For real.
Pay the price.
I got made in the URL.
Pay the price.
They got me laid in the URL. Damn, bro. That shit crazy. I don't know. I think like niggas that be doing that shit. I watch like this you know like them shits where they got the VR interviews and then they be like, so there was this one kid that I guess was like doing that shit. He was like stealing identities and like doing credit card fraud or whatever. Yeah. He was talking about how he almost could have went to jail. That nigga sounded like us. That shit was hilarious. He was in that bitch crying. Like he was like if it would have happened, I would have seen so many years in prison. I was like, nigga, damn, nigga, like,
God damn,
dude. If you got for it, niggas listened to some TJX6 and got physical.
Moving.
Yeah, the internet's a scary fucking place at its core, and I think all of us know that like all too well.
Yeah, the internet is out of control.
Like you couldn't have like anyone who grew up with semi free reign to go on the internet at the time of just like how fucked up like YouTube, all these other sites were at that time, like just no regulations, no anything. Like we know how fucked up we can get, bro.
Remember
there's no way
on it and there was like no like nothing, no warning.
I was gonna say there is no way I should have been young enough where I couldn't vote and I knew what Live Leak was.
Yeah, that was a deadly combination. Because
bro, I was like 13 watching people's last moments on Earth, and it's like it was just so fucking ever present.
You in third period, bro.
And you was just sitting there like, damn.
Yeah, dude, the idea of I don't know, the idea of like sharing someone a World Star video or something like that is so fucked up when you think about it. Like it depends on what type of it, but it's like say it's like a knockout or something. It's like you're sharing this information that previously would have only been seen by like 3 people. Now, not only can the world see it, but you can specifically like just like present this thing to someone and they're exposed to it without any sort of consent, without anything. Like you could text, like people were bro, the shock videos, like all this, it's fucking insane to think back on.
It's crazy,
no, bro,
no rules for it, bro. It's just normal.
Be worse, bro. It's like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. You in a KTT leak thread. Somebody like, the album leak. They post a link, and it's Jeff the Killer, and your fucking speakers, bro.
Nah, bro. Worse one than that. You're in the leak thread, and then niggas start posting the spider porn. That's when you know. That's when you know.
It's about to be.
That Jeff the Killer pop-up site with the fucked up, like, blown out audio. I can't tell you how many album releases I was plagued with that growing up. Like, leaks, all this shit. Bro, I memorized the URL. That's how bad it was.
You know when I got hit with it? The oxymoron leak.
Damn.
Oxymoron.
Not worth it,
Not worth it, bro. I didn't get hit for Yeezus. Bro, that Nothing Was the Same leak was different. Because it was leaking song by song.
Were they doing fake Nothing Was the Same leaks?
Yo. I don't know, but all I know is that the first time I heard Tuscan Leather, bro, I was sitting at my desk. My computer had the speakers up, bro. At that point, I knew what I wanted to do in life. I knew it. It was bro, when he said I sipped the pour and listened to Capadonna, the Fresh the Tati. The God, bro. The God.
Dude, I still have Tom Ford Tuscan Leather smelling like a brick that's an all-timer. Like, that's just such a perfect line. Because that's real if you know shit. Because it really does smell like coke, allegedly.
Degenerates, but even Ellen love our shit. Rich enough that I don't got to tell you that I'm rich. Self-explanatory. You
just here to spread the story. What's up?
He said, how much time is the nigga spending on the intro? Lately, I've been feeling like Guy Pearce in Memento. Niggas fall under it like a limbo.
It's crazy.
Bruh. That's crazy, bruh. Favorite rapper is Drake. I love Kanye West, obviously as an artist more. Tyler, the Creator, obviously is a legend.
I think we're forgetting the biggest artist, the greatest artist right now. Best album out, with the best album out in the country, in the world. Red. I can't keep it on my life. We need to talk about a lot of Red, bro.
Wait, we need to talk about a whole lot of Red.
Oh yeah, are we talking Red?
Wait a minute. Look at that.
Yeah, let's get the better view going. If we're talking Red.
Look at that. Wait, let's solo layout. Oh, look at that.
I got a red hit. My body's tough.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. It's the red. Yeah. Playboy Cardi, a lot of Red. We are a couple months removed. They released beautifully on December the 25th, Christmas 2020, after a long wait, many delays. I would say right now boldly that this is the best album since Blonde. There has not been another album in a genre that has been like this since Blonde. I just don't like. It's like I have not been this entranced by an album in years. It's like
since Blonde.
Same. Since Blonde. Actually, let me think, bro.
Bro, think about it, bro. You gotta wake up. You need that shit to eat.
That is.
I mean, it's definitely my most listened to album of 2021 so far. I'm really trying to think.
You can do anything.
If I don't hear Slayer in the morning, bro, my day ain't started.
I gotta disagree.
What's
yours? The answer is the Ooze.
The Ooze.
Mine is some rap songs. I think some rap songs holds the same level of like time.
Yeah, some rap songs is crazy, bro.
That's like a nugget. It's basically the whole lot of Red of its respect.
I don't know, because like I don't think there was the same level of anticipation for the Ooze as there was for Red or Blonde, honestly. Because I think everyone was fucking with 6 Feet Beneath the Moon, and everyone was excited for his next thing. But it didn't feel like people were fucking like clawing at
dying
for music.
Yeah.
Because he had the Archie Marshall album
Yeah, New Place to Drown. And then he did like a bunch of assorted other like random Edgar the Beatmaker shit and whatever.
Production. Oh, I did. What time?
Dude, he's bro. Honestly, respect to fucking King Cruel for being like, I don't know. He's one of the few examples I can think of someone who is an outsider of rap and treats it with the same amount of respect someone who genuinely grew up listening to it, and like you could tell this is like really a part of him. Like when he makes beats and when he hangs out with Earl and whatever the fuck, like you can tell that like that's really him.
No, King Cruel, bro. Do you remember the Rat King song, bro?
Yo, oh my god.
Let's bring it
Hell
back.
yeah.
Let's bring it back.
Shout
out Sport and Life. Shout out Wiki.
That one time.
That's a crazy thing, but I don't know, bro.
I've been listening to NPR soundcheck interviews. I think they do the best interviews for musicians. I was listening to the one from Earl and Vince 2013, and it's a really interesting one.
Oh, that's a great one.
Of like going back, and I remember Earl said something that was really interesting. Like everyone knows Guild on Doris here, the Mac Miller song, and like he said that he had to give that song to Fader, and he didn't want to because he wanted people to see the track list and see Mac Miller on the album and be like, oh, Earl Sweatshirt sold out. Then you hear the song and it's like, oh, it's some crazy song. Then I was like, wow, like he really thought of Mac Miller in this way, even though he had like Macadelic and a bunch of other shit in front of it. So he really did think that like Mac Miller was this corny rapper, but like he was on an island for like 2 years, 3 years. So I can imagine coming back and like hearing the guy that made Donald Trump, like he's like in your circle. He's the guy who's like giving the beat to all this. Like, I can
bro, not even that. He's giving all your friends studio time. Like that's the crazy part. Like he helped so many people out. Like it's insane. And that's like and it's so like I don't know. That's why I really fucked with that period of time with all of them, because like it really was like he had that attitude of he's like, yeah, I like got really lucky. I made a lot of money off this. I'm gonna use this to help people I fuck with.
It felt like that was the peak of that was what blog era was supposed to be, but for longer. Like just the idea of like all these clothes coming together and just making music, and then you even had the inclusion of like underground musicians from like even like being in the UK and seeing the artists immigrate, like your Reggie Snows and your look, and it was just like all this shit all coming together, and it was insane. It was insane.
Yeah, it was a cool ass time. Shout out to Mac one time. R.I.P.
R.I.P. man. That was a weird day.
Yeah, it really was. It really was.
Like, cause it's like, you're like, what?
Like, it was so random, bro. I remember where I was.
Bad, dude. Because we all heard Faces, and we were like, and we all were following like the narrative of how it all went. But
bro, even Swimming, bro. Like, listen to that album. It sounded like, bro, like a goodbye album.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Real melancholy.
Facts. Crazy shit, man.
Faces, that's an all-timer, by the way. That's a Mark Sabino high school all-timer.
Yeah, man. But like, bro, Whole Lotta Red, like this album, every time I hear it, it gets better. Like I'm like, it's weird. Like listening to something like, bro, I've heard this hundreds of times and it just feels fresh every listen.
You know what album is similar to this?
What?
An album that came out in 2000, an album that came out 20 years prior.
I already know what it is, bro.
Yeah,
I know
what you're about to hold.
Pull it up, bro. Pull it up. We all know. He didn't drop any music after the verses, bro. How do you feel about that?
It's fine. D'Angelo is walking and moving on camera. I do not give a fuck. He has a Instagram account. He just dropped merch. I am perfectly fine. I know that it's something is coming.
That is really crazy. D'Angelo just dropped merch.
He said on one of the lives that he did before the shit that he's working on his next album. It's like it's coming soon.
Okay.
I think people have learned to just let artists who want to put time into their albums. I think they've finally come around and just like started giving them the space they deserve. But also, that's a bold-faced lie because people were fucking abusing Cardi online over rap.
I'm gonna be real, bro. If you didn't live through, Frank Ocean taught me patience in a way. Listen to me, Mark. This is how my life is set up miraculously, right? I'm born in '98. My freshman year, Channel Orange came out. When I graduated, Blonde came out. I went through all of high school without a Frank Ocean album, bro.
Yeah, that's really wild.
Wait, bro, I literally was a virgin when the album came out. It was not like bro, that shit took that like. I just remember one time I was coming home. I was on the train. I was on an Amtrak coming home from fucking New York, and when he showed the Boys Don't Cry like bookmark thing and all that shit, I'm like, wow, the album's coming. And then it didn't come.
Was that the Tumblr post?
Yeah, I got two
versions.
Okay.
Dude, that blog post gave me so much life that summer, and just to rip it all away and then give it right back like the year after.
Because I can't front. Frank low-key said he gave us 2 albums. I was like,
no, I mean, dude, I've said that from release day of Blonde. I'm like, I'm not gonna ask him for a single thing for the rest of his career because what more could you ask for?
Gotta have that arc on dead.
This shit is nuts. This is nuts.
Shout out to the Rosalia song on that.
Yeah. Crazy record. I love showing records. This is like one of my favorite fucking things ever. Like, they should have never gave me these shits. My mom got me a record player for Christmas one year, and I had like 2 records at the time. Like, Jack bought me Discovery for my birthday.
That's a good ass vinyl to have.
Yeah, it really is. This was before I ever met Jack.
What do you mean? Oh, this was just all through KTT?
Yeah, this was before like we met in real life type shit. That's the funniest part about this.
That's hard.
Legend. That's my dog. That's why he URL. This one though, this is like, bro, when I found this shit, dude, I was like, bro, this is fucking nuts. This is nuts.
Oh, dang. Shit.
Too many people know about that deep cut right there.
They don't know. They don't know about that deep cut, that remix. They don't know about that remix. And they got an instrumental on this bitch. Wow. Wow. Yeah, the singles go crazy. You know what I mean? I'm a Sade. You know what I mean? I love Sade. You know.
What's your favorite Sade album?
Oh, Love Deluxe.
Yup.
Yeah.
Love Deluxe. Lovers Rock is right there for me too.
Bro, Love Deluxe is like whole lot, like, bro. It's like, bro, Whole Lot of Red is type My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And like Love Deluxe is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like, it's like, in terms of out of all her albums, bro, it's just that one where she got it perfectly. Like, she described love and talked about love and sung about love in ways that I have never even, I'm still trying to comprehend.
Dude, like, I like sometimes there's albums you'll listen to for the first time and you already like semi-recognize every song. I feel like that's how you know it's something really special. Because like the first time I listened to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, I was like, I already know half this album, and these are all hits.
Yeah, they're crazy. I have Madlib beats, Pinata beats, Pinata beats. That's an amazing, like, bro, Pinata.
Dude, that was a fun summer when that came out.
Yeah, it was a lot of KTT for me. I was a young man. Original press. Sure. Original press. My mom's.
Damn.
My mom.
Holy.
Yeah, shout out to my mom, the queen mom in the URL. Come on.
Here, let me grab my 3 records I have in my apartment really quick.
Get him. This is my favorite album cover of all time. I think. Yeah, I think this is like
Richard D. James.
Yeah, I think that this is it. Like, bro, this is fucking crazy. I want a big version of this in my house, and my kids are gonna be super scared of it.
Like portrait style. All right, so I got a match. I got a match off jump.
Whoa, twins.
Wait a second. Wait, twin. Wait, let me match you, twin.
Good motherfucking vibes only.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they got that good shit.
Right after that, we got the other all-timer. I only got 3 albums, and 2 of them are all-time classics, and 1 is an all-time classic song, which is the Hell on Earth Mobb Deep single.
That's dude, hard.
Take a look at the fucking cover art for this. You got the vultures flying above this barren desert with the project housing Mobb Deep sign. Like this is real fucking like dystopian ass art.
They could have did the art direction for like the new like Mad Max.
I'm kind of tight because like this album art is so creative and so like strong, and then bro, the final like actual Hell on Earth album art is so bad compared to it.
Facts,
dude. They didn't want to take the risk. They didn't want to take the risk.
Who was this fucking under? Oh, this was under Loud. Yeah, RCA and Loud. They weren't real artistic heads.
We can't forget. We cannot forget. Basically, this is the new Mad Villainy. Like this is the this is like the R&B Mad Villainy. This is it. And
I'd say maybe.
It's like, bro, think about like in terms of like the just think about it, right? Knowledge and Anderson .Paak, right?
Knowledge, probably one of the best producers of our time, bro.
Low key, like right? Anderson .Paak, amazing singer at the time, more underground, right? Bruh, just the way that the album is structured in terms of like the length of the songs and I don't know. I just think like it was their attempt, and it was a damn good one. This is one of my favorite albums of all time, bro. Like some of these tracks, bro, you need to get back to this pimp shit. Pimp shit. What? The pimp shit missing Anderson .Paak, bro. That nigga sounds so good. Like, bro, fucking, bro, like, nah, nigga, Link Up, Cutlass, nigga, Best One? You fix a nigga, he said, you fix a nigga cornbread on there, you know a nigga homeless.
I would say a pretty I mean, both of these artists involved with this other album are nowhere near on the level of Madlib and Doom. Mm-hmm. But I would say in terms of a producer and a rapper having the best chemistry I've seen together since Mad Villainy was probably Savage Mode. Because I can't think of a more fucking like I couldn't think of anyone else on those instrumentals. It's insane.
The only duo that could probably be like comparable. It's either obviously Madlib and fucking Freddie Gibbs, but like maybe like
Nav.
That's probably it. Like
Nav. Yes, bro. Nav.
Wait a second. Don't sleep. Yo, first off, he said, "Did you see Nav?" Bro, Nav was listening to this. He was listening to this. This is what's gonna be on our next T-shirt. This inside. Yeah, big Daft Punk.
No, you know what? Fuck it. Can we just start talking about Daft Punk, please? Because I got a lot to say about Daft Punk.
Yeah, let's get it.
First of all, I mean,
this is fucking nuts. Like I'm definitely
hard.
It really is, bro.
Fucking crazy. Shout out to Max.
So as I do the red one, I gotta plug my shit before I dive into the Daft Punk conversation.
Oh yes. Show that, bling bling.
That's cool.
No, I need to talk about how Daft Punk was very important to someone who grew up on the internet, because the way they humanized the computer is like, I don't know, it probably made me a little bit of who I am today.
Oh,
no, of course.
Because the first time you hear a song like Digital Love and you hear those fucking vocoder vocals and like the way they fucking work the notes of their voice, like it's fucking insane. You don't make a song like Something About Us and like not everyone can make that song. I don't know. I just love the idea that they took this fucking like objectively emotionless, like cold concept and just injected real humanity into it.
Yeah.
And like obviously, you know, this isn't to say that like, you know, the actual founders of house music didn't do that through the machines, but I'm talking literally just through the persona of the robots. Like,
that's just because they removed
taking that and saying like computers have feelings. The first time that concept crossed my mind, I was like, you know what? Fuck it, they do. You know what? I'm a computer with feelings.
Facts. Yeah, bro, that human experience, bro, they just nailed it with the music, bro.
And speaking of the human experience with the internet, we cannot forget one of the most important records of the last decade. Because the internet.
If there's one thing I'm gonna do, it's giving that album its flowers when it deserves it.
And
the
cover was a gift.
Album cover.
Gift. It was a gift.
It was.
Yeah, it was a gift, and it would go like. Can't forget.
No.
I love this cover so much. I love all of this cover.
Come on, you can't forget that, right?
That Freetown Sound cover is insane.
Facts.
Yup.
Look,
No, hold that.
Have you heard the remix album? Have you heard the Kalela remix album? So good.
Like, this is phenomenal.
I need
like,
to peep
also,
that.
look.
Has entered the chat.
You know what I mean? Like, the disc, like the vinyl is crazy. Like, $8,
bro. I've never seen someone with that flawless of art direction not get the appreciation they deserve quite like her. It's insane.
Yeah.
Old
Testament, boy.
Old Testament. The Old Testament. The Old Testament, bro. Look, this right here, low key ruined a generation of people like me because we live by this shit. This right here is the fucking Bible, bro.
Yo, there were so many people who. Now I know what you mean too. There is mad people whose life paths were drastically changed by that album.
Caribou.
Yes, sir.
That Caribou.
That Caribou. That's true. Stroop. You know we got the muff. Look, everybody, if you ain't cuffed your pants, cuff them now, bitch. You gotta put them motherfuckers on. Gotta have it. Nowadays was like. That's when I like first started really reading Pitchfork reviews. I was like, "Oh, what is this album?"
I've still never listened to a Mark DeMarco album, man.
Bro,
same.
Yeah, me either. Still have never listened to a Mac DeMarco album.
It was nuts. It was nuts, bro. He has songs on there, bro. He was going crazy. It just sounded like I was in like it felt like I was in the Lords of Dogtown movie. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, with the Venice Gators.
The Lords of Dogtown. That's a good movie.
Where's it going on?
This is a good movie.
It's about like the invention of skateboarding, I think. Dude, I never got into Mac DeMarco, honestly. I just like straight up missed the boat on that.
Yeah, bro. I feel like nobody just ever like put me onto it, so it's just like fuck it. I'm not listening to it.
I think the opposite happened to me. I think it was just like so many people were fucking talking about Salad Days and like about these songs and whatever. And I just like I gave one a listen and I didn't like the first 30 seconds or whatever, and then I just didn't give it another shot.
Yeah, but when I first hear a song and I don't like it the first 5 seconds, I cut like 30 seconds in just to give it another chance. But usually it doesn't pass it. It fails.
Yeah.
You know what?
I mean, low-key, I didn't start listening to music with guitars in it regularly until like junior year of high school.
Honestly, facts too, bro. Somebody had to put me on. Honestly, you see Hendrix, beautiful.
It's actually on mute.
Taking a risk.
Classic.
Taking a risk. Like what Future did with this, forever proud of him, bro.
One of the great, not one bad one.
These
not one.
tools are for you to use me.
I collect coming out, bro. Looking Exotic, the beat of Looking Exotic brings tears to my eyes, bro. Like,
oh, wait, no. What did he say? He was like, fuck. Wearing something Ricardo Tiski.
He said, hey man, 101 Ricardo Tiski.
101 Ricardo Tiski.
My brother still said he wasn't free, man.
Future,
it was different.
Future mispronunciation shit is a league of its own.
Gotta have that.
Remember Beniaga, Rolls Royce, etc., etc.
Whoa. Future has a ridiculous catalog. But this guy right here, I call him the Australian Just Blaze.
Impala.
You already fucking know, man. Currents, classic. I don't give a fuck how people think it's head ass. It's top 5 for me. I don't care. It's top 5.
Who's ready to yell at me when I say I have not listened to a single Tame Impala album either?
It's kind of this. Is it the same reason as the Mark DeMarco thing?
Yeah, it was like I just missed the initial wave of hype, and I just I don't know. It's cool. Like I definitely see the appeal, but it's just like I feel like if I missed out on the initial hype of it, so it's just like I have less attachment to it than anyone else would.
It's never too late to become. Listen, Tame.
You might be time to face it.
Kevin Parker is one of he is a Trent Reznor.
He is.
I can believe that. I like his production too. That's the thing. I really fuck with his production.
Musically, he went from he was making more like psychedelic rock type shit, but then as he progressed in his album, so like when you got to their first album was like straight up psychedelic rock. Then when you got to motherfucking what is Endless Mind, or what's the name of that album? The second
Speaker, whatever, Endless Spider Speaker.
Yeah. Anyways, that album, right? That's the one with motherfucking it feels like we're always going backwards and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then when Currents came out, that's when he started bringing in the pop and the synth and the R&B influence. So now that we've got to the latest album, it's like, bro, at this point, if you've never heard a Tame Impala album, the latest album is probably the best one to listen to for real. Like,
really,
it's, bro, listen to Breathe Deeper right now. You will lose your mind. The end of it is one of the most satisfying post Daft Punk things ever. It's just crazy. It's like,
yeah. I mean, I've thought about checking it out. Honestly, it's probably just straight up laziness why I haven't. But I'm just like an asshole contrarian at heart sometimes, and like it's fun to say I've never listened to a Tame Impala album. Like, yeah, did you know I've actually never listened to one?
Well, I know you've listened to this album. This is my ultimate flex vinyl wise because I'd listen to it. But,
Yeah. Oh Lord! All right, because now I gotta match that too.
Tame is dumb hard broccoli, bro.
Yeah, show off.
Good music.
We're showing off. If we're showing off flexes, I gotta show off the DVD.
Okay, go hard.
Ooh.
The double disc edition.
Yo, I want that. Oh my days, I want that.
Dude, this shit. It took however long, like 4 fucking months to get to me, but it was worth it.
wouldn't thought, man. Gee,
It's so funny that shit is two-sided.
Facts.
Yeah. Yeah, it's what, like a 45-minute long video. I don't know why there's 2 discs. Or I think maybe one is the one's a CD.
Bro, that Nike's video is top 3 of the decade. And it's so mad how just like how only one video came out of that. And it was like that was the only video that needed to come out. That video
the fan theories around that were amazing. Do you remember when they said an alternate version was gonna come out with just the deep voice parts?
Niggas some of the theories, bro. I think some of the dumbest theories is like number one dumbest theory was damnation.
Yo, my bad.
Yeah, that was retarded.
I was actively spreading that rumor.
Nation, really? We're never getting a fake album for. I feel like we are getting a fake album. I feel like he's just gonna come later than sooner, honestly. But it is coming.
I don't know. He doesn't owe us anything.
Frank really doesn't owe anyone anything anymore, because especially after the double album release, the radio show singles, and all the features, like he really he told his fans to eat, and like, yo, we've been eating. It's been what, 4 years?
4 or 5 years, almost 4 to 5.
Yeah, he did lose his brother.
Same. It's the same amount of time in between Channel Orange and Blonde, anyway.
This time has been way better. We've gotten blonded radios. We've gotten goddamn the whole 2017 single run.
Yeah,
like, we got.
Yeah, bro, a lot of music's dropped for Frank.
And now we know what Frank's capable of now, which, because it's crazy. Blonde, the anticipation for it was so big because I feel like with a lot of people, they saw really, really good potential in Channel Orange in terms of like songwriting and structure and whatever. Like, don't get me wrong, like Channel Orange has fucking classic songs on it, but there's definitely parts where you're like, all right, maybe the songwriting could be a little better, or like something like that.
What part? What part?
The song Monks, I think.
Monks? Bro,
Yeah.
Monks?
Wait,
no. I'm wrong. Not Monks. Fuck. I think it's Lost, maybe?
Was it? No, you're lost.
Yeah, Lost in the heat of it. I don't know. That. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's just like not comparable to some of the better songwriting on the album. You know what I mean? Like it's a like fun song.
Mm-hmm. I think like Lost, I still got on my buttercream.
Whoa, Sierra Leone is a classic, probably, bro. That's a classic, bro.
No, bro.
What, Sierra Leone?
Ocean so much, bro. Sierra Leone,
all-timer.
Oh my God.
That song, bro.
Bro, the summer that Channel Orange came out was the first year I ever went to Supreme. I never I went to Supreme, bro. I bought a Daniel Johnson t-shirt and I bought this hat. I don't know why it's here, but I bought this hat.
Yo, fucking the summer Channel Orange came out was sick, but I feel like it would have been different if I was old enough to drive.
Yeah.
Because I remember this. Fuck. When did I start driving? I think I got my actual license 17, so that's 2013, 14 maybe. I think 2013 going into 14. So that's Yeezus. That's later half of Wolf and Doris and shit. That's Indica. That was a crazy ass summer. Because you have that car, like, I don't know. I mean, everyone knows fucking music just hits better in the car anyway.
That bass, bro. That's why you gotta have aux rules, bro. It's important.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Dude, fucking, I don't know. I kind of, because I went back and I re-listened to Channel Orange like a couple of weeks ago. And like, I've actually found myself liking different songs than I did when I like first listened to it, because I used to think like Pilot Jones dragged on, but now that's like in my top 4 on the album, I think.
Yeah, like the older you get, the better the songs get. Like some of them
Because like that's
also.
Pilot Jones might actually be his best like vocal performance on that album in terms of like consistency and like what he actually does note wise. Like he really goes crazy on that song.
Which one?
Pilot Jones.
Pilot Jones.
Yeah.
Think of how it starts versus how it ends. Like he starts in that crazy falsetto, and then by the time he ends up, it's like whatever. You're my pilot. Like it's so low. Like it's like that's a crazy song. And I used to think it was just kind of filler, but my opinion has definitely changed. And then Forrest Gump, crazy ass songwriting. I think that was the first. Maybe no, I mean definitely not the first, but that was the song where I heard it and I was like, it's like the potential for his new ceiling for songwriting, I think, was when I heard Forrest Gump, and like just the way he was talking about this relationship. I'm like, this is raw as fuck. Like he's masking it through like the movie references or whatever, but this is a raw ass song. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, the Grammy performance was crazy, bro. Those were different times, man.
Yeah, that's what I said. Forever. I'm forever gonna claim my my time spent as an Odd Future stan, and I think everyone needs to fucking grow up and admit they were too.
Thanks, bro. Everybody was into it, man.
Everybody followed the lane. Everybody followed the lane of an Odd Future artist that they stuck with. Everyone.
Yeah, dude. If you weren't, or if you claim to have never fucked with Odd Future, I don't understand. Unless like you just hated that style altogether. Like sure. Like if you off jump were just like, all right, this is weird. I don't enjoy this. I get it. But the people who very clearly used to be full blown Odd Future fans and don't claim that shit, like don't kid yourself.
Full blown Odd Future fan here.
Come on, man.
Odd Future Wolfgang, don't give a fuck. Litter Life, Bacon Squad, you know. Litter Life.
Yeah, what was the full like long ass name? Because I remember Hot Topic sold a T-shirt with that on it. Like OFWGKTA BB something whatever dude. It was like.
Jeez, bro.
Yo, teenage me would be so mad that I don't remember this.
That you don't remember. You don't remember it.
I don't remember the full abbreviation.
Man, bro.
No,
those are good times, man.
Yeah, but I mean, I think more people now are realizing that this is that time period is the new foundation for what is going to be like, you know, the future of people that make things. Like, you know, every kid that grew up watching people like Tyler and Kanye and Pharrell and all these people like just do whatever the fuck they want with no sort of, I mean, obviously there was a fuck ton of like stigmatization with Kanye making clothes, but like he still wound up making it. Like he still did it, and it worked out, like, you know, to some extent. But like I think now, like, you have a generation of kids who had access to all this information at lightning speed at all times, constantly updating, getting new shit, seeing all these people just make whatever the fuck they want, and it can stick. And like, I don't know, I think people, like, that's just gonna be what like people do from here on out. At least, like, you know, people who just want to make stuff. It's gonna be a new generation full of fucking multi-hyphenates.
There's no more like true, you know what I mean, like positions. You just need to do or do what you
because
can.
think of how important merch is to music now. Like it's a product of the industry as well, like how they count sales and whatever, but still it's like merch was I feel like merch was a very niche specific thing for a while until Tyler started selling socks. You know what I mean? I think that kind of changed up the way artist merch worked.
No, because if you really think about it, before, I think the only person that did it before was like Watch the Throne, but they were the first people doing pop-ups.
Yeah.
Like niggas don't like, bro. There's an interview of Tony Hawk interviewing Odd Future, and he's talking to Tyler, and he's like, "So you guys have this store that's here for like the week, and then y'all just leave when you sell out?"
Yo, yeah, bro. The mainstreamization of pop-up shops, insane.
They did not know what that was. Like these guys, like they figured something out. I was watching all those videos recently, the tour videos that they were doing. It's just like that's just real.
It's really crazy. Tyler was picking out curly-haired twinks from the crowd the whole time.
Bro.
You know he was, bro.
Legend, man. He said, "Oh man, Odd Future." That shit is hilarious. But nah, man, that was a great time. I love the internet. I love video games. You know, like I don't know, man. Like I've spent so many fucking hours on games. It's like,
bro, what you telling, bro? Addicted. You see the thumbsticks, nigga.
This nigga got control freaks, bro. This nigga got control freaks.
The trick is special.
Bro, this nigga crazy, bro. Look, I'm on this type shit, bro. I'm on this shit. I'll be up on this motherfucker like, I'm walking this bitch like the VR. This shit funny, though. I like going up.
Do you think we'll ever see some? I think we will see something like Our Future one day. It's just has to stick, bro. Like a lot of shit just isn't sticking for people. You just hear gone today and tomorrow, bro. Like that dude on Drake's album said, bro. You know, like on Paris Morning type shit. But it just has to be like the right group of people to do it.
Solid, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. Fucking, I think what's gonna come next for. I don't even know what to fucking my bad. I don't even know what to call what is happening right now anyway. Like the generation of kids who can just make shit and like there's no like you don't need formal training, you don't, because you know what it is, it feels like every generation passes down gems to the next one about what they can do differently or like streamline the process or something. We're in the most streamlined version of the process of making what you want to make ever. Like, you know, because, you know, you grew up watching all these people who did it and they went through all these fucked up channels and you saw the shit with, you know, Tyler getting his Mountain Dew commercial pulled. You saw Kanye get fucking lambasted by Anna Wintour for Yeezy season. You see all this shit. And now, but you know, and I feel like everyone who makes something now and who is like forward facing on the internet and presents it using these platforms, they just know it's like, here's what you do. Like you see the end product. Now it's easier than ever before to
you can like reverse engineer your own success type shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's like actually having you know the steps. All you have to do is just have the right product, the right plan, and like don't like, don't make garbage. Like, I don't know.
No, he said, do you ever think we'll see something like that? Like something with much? Yes. Definitely. You will. It's made in a fucking URL. You look at it's coming. It's done. Bro, I've studied these motherfuckers.
Look here, I don't know if we're ever going to see something similar to Odd Future again. But in terms of influence, I think the idea of influence has changed, because now I'm thinking about, like, Gen Z watching the products of this generation we're talking about already making shit. Like, there's probably some 13-year-old out there right now whose Odd Future is your favorite Twitter account or something. Like, their Odd Future is watching people, like, shit post or, like, make a good meme or some shit. Like, it's just so hard. I am fully aware that I can't put myself in the mindset of someone of that generation, because they grew up in a totally different way than I did in relation to, experiencing artists, experiencing the internet, experiencing all of this. Like, it's probably such a different way of thinking that, like, influence probably isn't even the same to them anymore.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Yeah.
How that relates to the Twitter accounts and stuff like that in terms of influence? Because I feel like influence was definitely real with, like, 2016 SoundCloud rap. Because, like,
hell yeah,
we were at that time. How old was that? I was like 12 or 11, and then, like, we then all had, like, everyone wanted to be like Lil Yachty. Everybody wanted to be like, it was basically the same thing you guys had with Odd Future. Everybody wanted to be like Cardi. Everyone
actually that's actually a really good point.
Yeah,
because it had that.
That was like midway. There's always a part in the, like, okay, they were the result of the first part of the generation, right? So all those niggas was post Odd Future ASAP Mob. So those were all variations of that world. So they were basically
post Glow Gang too.
So, like, yeah, like, say, like, Drake. Drake was the basically the result of post Kanye and Easy. Like, and then he started blowing up at the end of the decade, and then he went into the next decade and ran that bitch, right? We're seeing the same thing right now with Mr. Cardi. But seriously, like, end of the generation, the fumes go out. Whole Lot of Red was tight. My Beautiful Dark was a fantasy. It was like the perfect culmination of all that sound that was just established at its highest level. Like,
facts.
That now it's like, okay, there's a shift. Drake just put out that song, and it sounds like a Whole Lot of Red song. Like, this is not this isn't a TTT thread at this point. Like, this is like a real life thing that's going on.
Which Drake song that he just put out sounds like a Whole Lot of Red song?
The first song. That beat sound like, bro. The Black Mass nigga put Cardi on it. You literally could not tell it off a Whole Lot of Red. It sounds.
I gotta re-listen to it then.
Bro, that beat. It's just like it sounds like if Art Dealer made Drake a beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the pacing isn't as quick as a Cardi song, but it's still the sounds, the synths, all that shit. Like, yeah, that's he had to have made that post Whole Lot of Red.
Yeah.
He had to. And if he didn't, he was just already fucking with those type of producers and shit. Because he was fucking with Pierre and Mexico Dro.
Mm-hmm.
Him on a Mexico Dro beat is a crazy fucking thing.
And he went absolutely. He did the most perfect thing he could have did.
Yeah.
He did the most perfect thing he could have did, bro. Right in the floor.
Rest in peace to Static yelling, "Shawty want a thug."
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like,
it is.
It's I love how we always get back to Drake. You know, he's
always back to the big scorp himself.
I can't lie. I'm gonna say it. I'm disappointed with the songs.
I like them.
I like the songs. Like I like the songs, but it's more like the situations like when only one came out. Like we were ready for an album. Like bro, this nigga Drake still ain't got it. Like bro, we know these songs aren't gonna be on the album.
I think he scrapped that album. I think that's why it didn't come out.
I think he scrapped that shit, bro. This happens before every Drake album. Something happens and he fucking does something to the album. He was an idiot.
Just like Ye. Just like his daddy.
Just like his daddy. Just like Ye. The nigga start thinking too damn much. The nigga start getting emotional. He over here thinking about shit. He done fucking act like he broke became he was a whole athlete. Out. How the fuck could you not nigga? All right, never mind. I was about to say, nigga, Dylan made that album on his deathbed. How the fuck with a broken ACL? Nigga, you got around.
Yeah.
He wrote that shit through The Wire.
Yeah.
Broke his ACL with KD, man.
That's so funny, bro. He fucking he tore his ACL or his Achilles or something.
ACL, bro. I think he tore his ACL.
You are not a Aubrey. You are not a starting point guard. You have your voice.
He said, "That's why I can be Serena playing with a left arm." Some of those lines, that verse was crazy. Where I reside, it looked like it was side. Tell me where you get your shit from. I imported my bar mitzvah money like my last name Mordecai. Fucking bitch, I'm
Mordecai. Sorry, but the more than I.
My mama probably hear that.
My mama probably hear that and be mortified.
Crazy. Take the Acura 5.
Oh my god. Yo, every young Jewish kid that heard that line screamed it for the first time.
That's what I know y'all was going crazy when Drake popped up. Y'all was like, yeah!
Nah, Drake's Jewish influence is second to none. It's crazy.
God level. It's God level. Bro, I remember watching the Hell Yeah Fucking Right.
He shot a video in a bar mitzvah. Like,
I was like, this shit look
no
cool.
one's doing that.
Bruh. Drake plays into himself.
What video was that?
Hell Yeah Fucking Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He's had some, like what was the other shit? I know he did something else with that. That shit, but I love no. Oh yeah, what he said? Everything is kosher. Being the man, what he said that shit on or some shit. Yeah, I've been listening to So Far Gone a lot lately, man.
Yeah, same. God damn.
I feel like it's just like, bro, where we're at in life right now is where he was at. Like in that age range, like this is like what's going on in the young man mind. I'm trying to
Bro. It is true. No, because you can really hear the fucking like hunger on that album.
Yo, like Houston,
like not even trying to be stereotypical.
Especially on Thank Me Later, bro. You hear it even more, bro.
He made a song. He made a song called "I Just Want to Be Successful." Like, you can't tell me he wasn't itching for that shit.
On there, and he said, "That nigga said, see if you find a BlackBerry with the side scroll, sell that motherfucker to any rapper that I know, because they'll need it much more than I ever will. I got new shit. I'm getting better still. Yeah, he was
I'm getting like better still.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, dude, no. I think I put it into one of the Discord threads. Wayne's verse on "Successful" is so fucking flawless.
As who I am to her.
I'm talking about. She's a god. Dude, pardon the swag, my bitches carte, long bread. I don't eat shortcake. No, what was after that? Because it was a wild one too.
That's when Wayne was Drake ass low key on songs, bro.
Thanks.
That was
bro, it started cleaning him up. Like take care is when it changed. Mm-hmm. Take care is when it changed. It was like, all right, Drake's on the whole. But back in ignorant shit.
Stupid verse.
I want that T.I. vacation, private plane, big vacation. I'm going to the bank to make
I'm headed to the bank, make a big donation. Oh no, ignorant shit. He's got the line of my life. He goes, oh, fuck, what did he say? No, I didn't say that I'm flawless, but I damn sure don't tarnish. The confidence that line shoots into me, I can lift up a truck.
Yo, I'm the song I'm about to say right now, the visual that I have is Terminal. Modern Warfare 2. We on Terminal. He said, my name is Weezy. I'm almost perfect. And I work harder. It's our circus. That's where my bars surface.
Therefore, I act a clown.
Even when I'm on my back, I'm never
backing down.
Overstand me. I have a condo in Miami. The doormat is always sandy. I run Louisiana, but I never pull a hammy. Bro, he was different.
Facts.
Dude, Wayne, I'm glad he got the recognition he deserved while he's still alive, because looking back on a lot of his old, like, peak shit, like, it's just, like, you can just directly hear new people in it. Like, I was listening to, it was some song off Carter 3, and I was like, this is just Uzi. Like, this is Uzi's whole shit. Is I am not a human being. I'm an alien. I'm a Martian. Like, I'm doing all this with the crazy inflection.
I think I made a KTT thread about this shit. Or I said this on like an Old Woody vs. Poppy podcast. But bro, I was saying that basically Lil Wayne was so powerful as an entity that he couldn't be, like, his energy couldn't go to one person. It got split into two people. Lil Uzi, Kodak Black. Kodak Black is the hot boy Lil Wayne. Lil Uzi is all the rock star shit, bro. Like, Uzi even eerily somewhat look alike. Like, in terms of like their stature, hair, like even like their facial features somewhat. Like Wayne, like, bro, yeah, Lil Uzi is just
they both be the same height.
Yeah, bro. Something's in the water. You know what I mean?
It's like Thug, honestly. Thug with Keed, Gunna.
No, Thug just got so many children, bro. It's insane. Whole family tree.
All his baby mamas love him.
Oh God. That boy
Shout out that fucking man.
You know,
not a day goes by where I don't listen to some Jeffrey Lamar Williams. Let me tell you.
You said what?
What was your first Thug song?
First Thug song.
Danny Glover, bro.
Pikachu.
Pikachu?
Yeah. I think I heard it in a Vine or something, honestly.
That's
because it was like I think people were trying to like shit on it. They were like, look at this crazy song, blah, blah, blah. And I just heard the chorus and I'm like, I need to listen to the full thing immediately. I think it was Pikachu, 2 Cup Stuffed, and honestly, the T.I. song with him on it.
2 Cup Stuff was the one I heard from first show. I was like, oh, you're the truth.
2 Cup Stuff is so good. LEANING.
Like, yo, some of
the
shit.
Say 500 horses inside my machine, 500 DNAs in my ding ding.
Legend.
Dude, shout out Thug. Yeah, I think my phone might die soon, so we might need to part 2 this.
We will.
Oh God, no Kizzy. Yeah, with them season 3, bro.
Yo, hopefully,
niggas was in that bitch getting turned to Young Thug, boy. That was an amazing moment for the culture, bro. Truly.
Hearing With Them for the first time. That's like what a way to debut that song.
Facts, bro. Man. Just take the aux and play that shit, man.
Rick Men's
so like, bro.
Take the aux.
Yeah, big ruin the vibe, bro. You missed ruin the vibe.
really nuts.
Okay.
Like, I can't imagine. Like, really thinking back on that, that's really what Young Thug took the aux cord for the entirety of Madison Square Garden away from Kanye West at his own album release party and showed him up with one song. That's fucking crazy.
You're not getting that from any other artist, bro. Jeffrey, bro.
What are you trying to say?
Only Thug.
And everybody was just like, okay, just allow it. It's cool.
Allow it, fam. Allow it.
So,
yeah, but I think that we'll wrap it up right here. This is an amazing episode. We got a lot of, I told you this is an interview, but it's not an interview. You know what I mean? Because we're just talking about life. We're talking about all that other stuff. But before we get out of here, is there
what's
any
crazy is
what are you saying?
No, I was just gonna say it's crazy. It's been over 2 hours, and we've really only scratched the surface of the shit we talk about in like a PlayStation party.
No, dude, bro, I told you you're gonna be like fucking. You're gonna be like what's his name, Joey Diaz on here, bro. Like you have to be the reoccurring guest, bro. Like the Mark Sabino.
Yeah.
So much to talk about, bro.
Yes, every time.
You gotta make a list.
Really do, man.
It's just like, dude, it's just going through the internet, man. It's so much. It's so much. But before we
how
get
can you condense all that information?
Is is there anything that you want to plug? All that, say it now. You know what I mean? Let the people know the socials, all that.
Yeah. Well, if you don't already follow me on Twitter and Instagram, it's just that. It's just Mark's Not Nice. And fucking hit me up if you want any jewelry done, or if I put out a product you like, fucking go crazy. Because who knows how long I'm gonna leave some shit on my site for, honestly.
Yeah. For
Nah, dude, this was fun. I appreciated you reaching out for it.
Of course. We do this all the time. It's just time for the world to hear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Warzone Diaries. We gotta do a whole series like that, for real. Like,
no, seriously. We gotta get this Twitch popping.
Yeah, we get the partnership. We'll have the G Fuel code.
Bro, the G Fuel code, bro.
Bro, G Fuel, bro. Pop the G Fuel and like crazy.
For breakfast, you have a blunt and some G Fuel. That would be crazy.
Yo, because I'm thinking about this. We're gotta get in the fight. I bet that G Fuel will have me on. He's pushing. He's pushing. He's going flank. I'll be going crazy. Oh my god, dude. But
you know the game is intense when you grab your headset like a fucking military commander. You're just like, he's to the left.
Type shit, man. Tango.
No, bro. No, me and Julius has heard me scream so many times on Warzone.
Yeah, bro.
Tango, left side.
Real war stories for real, man.
Real war stories, bro. We got many W's though. Many W's. Probably have to get one. What time is it right now? 10:43. It's Warzone time.
It might be that time, bro.
It might be that time for real, Mark, bro. I don't look. What was Gucci though?
Dude, this could be a seamless transition. I could throw the PlayStation.
Bro,
yo, everybody, Talking URL, episode 6. Thank y'all for listening.
Episode 6, you know what it is, man. Love you guys.
A new one is coming,
New one is coming.
Appreciate you for watching.
Of course.